This is Mr. Wise. Today we're talking about the Acceleration Lab, and this first video is about the supplies that you will need to do this. So after watching this video, you might have to pause completing the Acceleration Lab till you go out and you gather the supplies in order to be able to do it. The first item that you're going to need is a ramp. Now the ramp needs to be 80 centimeters or about 32 inches long. And so it's okay if it's longer, it just can't be shorter. So I have a couple samples here. I have a board here. I have another board. Another thing that I came up with as an alternative is I took two pool sticks and I taped them together up here at the top, and a ball can roll down there pretty easily. If you really need some other ideas, here's one of my cornhole boards, and it's plenty long enough for what it is that I need to do. The next thing you're going to need is something to roll. Now, if you have a toy car, that works best, but certainly you can use a ping pong ball or a golf ball or anything that's going to roll. You're going to need a stopwatch. And so if you have a phone, there's a stopwatch on the phone. If not, you can use your Chromebook and just in Google stopwatch, and you can get that. Now there's a difficulty with maybe using it that way. You might need to get a partner from home to help you collect your data instead of just doing it yourself. You're also going to need a stack of books. And the stack of books, I found that if you can pick some thicker books out, they're going to be better, at least for your first one. And you'll see that as we go through. So I have a handful of books. The first one I found for the first book that I'm going to lay down the ramp, the thicker book here was better off than the thinner book for at least the first one. As long as you have 3 books, you go. I also have some books to have the car. Eventually we're going to run it down this ramp, and then the finish line is just going to hit that book. It could hit the wall, it could hit anything else, it doesn't really matter. The way my particular setup is, I have books. I also have a little bit of tape that I'm going to use to measure my starting line. And to measure, the most common way you have to measure at home might be a measuring tape. Now often the measuring tape is in inches. We're going to use centimeters. This here is actually a meter stick that I have, and I'm able to use this exactly for what I need. If you only have a yardstick or a measuring tape that's in inches, then all you need to do is just simply go to Google and type in inches to centimeters, and you'll see the one box that says inches and the one box that says centimeters, and you plug in what it is that you have, say 80 centimeters, and it will convert it and tell you that you need 31.49 inches or 31 and a half inches. Basically you need an area like this, a flat area that you can complete this lab.